Ooh, look at the mistake I almost made. Oh my goodness.
It's only worth it if you work for it. I won't stop till they hear me now. I won't stop till I wear the crown.
What's up, guys? Master Styles here. Welcome you back to Inside Gaming, your go-to source for all things Eternal Evolution. Game's been updated, right? New Awakenable Hero mods in the shop. Love that. Gonna go over there, pick up a copy of her Soul Crystal, and I think I can bring it to Awaken 8 at some point. I have to play through some of this first before I can do all of that. With this new Awakenable hero, where is he actually? Let's pull him up here. He should be lighting up. Man, my goodness, like why? Why not Teresh? I'm still gonna be harping on that. Let's just go over it. I know normally I would bring the new Awakenable hero to Awaken 5 day 1, but for me, I'm like, let's just see what we got first before we make that decision. You gotta think a little bit, right? So first off, we get some increased HP. He'll love that. Attack and defense, 15% of course, some damage amp, and of course damage reduction for his Awaken 3. This is where he becomes a Wind Fear, and it says if you receive fatal damage, he ignores it and becomes invincible for 4 seconds. He gets full HP and full energy bar, and simultaneously teleports to an enemy with the lowest HP. This effect can trigger once per battle. When Carabyne activates teleportation independently, what does that even mean? He steals 20% of max HP from enemies, and converts it into his max HP. What do you mean, enemies? I wonder if it's kind of like Anpu's effect. So if he steals that HP, you can't get it back. That would be nice. If it's that would be pretty cool. Because then how would that work against a boss? Think about that. Like against a boss, their HP way higher. So bringing him to Awaken 3 might not be a bad way to go. Okay. Increase to attack. Don't really care much for that. Go back to here. And of course, some increased HP. Let's see what the Awaken 7 is talking about. So, Carabyne casts a Shadow of the Deep Seas into reality, dealing damage in a circular area. So it's no longer a rectangle, right? Around equal to 20% of max HP 4 times and knocking enemies down. Okay. This skill can critical hit. Oh, great. I don't see why not. The damage dealt is calculated instantly and can't be delayed. Upon activation, additionally creates a sea space. What is that? Restoring allied heroes HP equal to 10% of their max HP every second for 5 seconds. So when Canis makes the tanks bigger, right? And he activates this, that's 10% of their max HP at that point. That would be crazy. But again, what is all that healing going to do, right? How big is this field, right? That's the other question. Okay, so he gained some accuracy here, which isn't bad. Would have loved HP here, right? So you get crit damage reduction here, and these two just, it just sounds bad. So within the sea space, enemy targets have a 20% chance based on Carabyne's accuracy to get knocked down and take damage equal to 10% of Carabyne's max HP. So that's kind of lame, right? That's pretty bad. I'm not running that much accuracy on this guy. I just want to go to 150 and that's about it. Like, come on now, right? Then on the B side, probably one of the worst Awaken skills I've seen. Like, what? This is so bad. Like, you could have even coupled this with the, what do you call it? The 3? Like, this could have just been a part of the 3. Debt ignore effect of Carabyne is triggered an additional time. Where's the rest of this? Where is the rest? Like, where is the rest of this? Right? Like, what is that? That's probably the worst one I've seen, right? At Awakened 8, he gets increased to insect, robots, and deities. And then, of course, we also have the increase at Awakened 9. I don't even know who's going to go all the way up here, unless that 5 is looking good, right? The 7's not really worth it. It's not looking good right now, right? Especially on the B side. Just for the additional cheat debt. They could have gave him more teleportations. That would have been nice, right? Because every time he teleports, he'll be stealing additional HP. On this side, of course, there's increase your damage and increase your damage reduction. If you go to 10, similar, right? Whoa, what? Wait, what? What? Wait, what? Why does he have healing? Gain 9% healing and shield power when target in ally. What? Wait. It says gaining 9% healing and shield power when targeting allies. If the hero has summoned, then his talent activate will also apply. What are you talking about? Healing? What? That don't even make any sense. Damage reduction. Why does he have healing? I know he heals at here, but is it the C, right? He triggers the C. Yeah. Okay. That's weird. That is very weird. Hold on. Now I kind of want to see. Let's go to Panda here and see. Not that side. This one here. What is this? Because normally these ones down here are weird. Yeah, this increased the damage dealt to enemies by 9%. So strangely enough, he has healing. I guess. Sure. Okay. All right. Let's move on. What else do they have going on over here? Of course, Return of the Giant Tower. This is where you get a soul crystal. Do some summons for this guy. We also have Quantum Mimic Machine. I'm still waiting on the Hunter prototype. Hero Rally, nothing new there. Hell Arena will be updated on Monday, start a new season, and that is that there for events. We also have Mysterious Event. For the Mysterious Event, did they add anything to the late around this one? They didn't. They don't have Daji's Soul Crystal in here, but all the other ones are here. You can get Seikai now. I don't know if that's new. I never really pay attention to that because I always go for the Soul Crystal here. So you let me know down in the comments if that's new, right? And of course, the new SP is coming out either this week or the week after that, probably closer to my birthday. So make sure you wish your boy happy birthday. Let me pick that up. I'm contemplating. Why? Fine. I'll do it. I'll do the summons, right? So I need one of this guy. What, 4 of this? So I could get all of them, or do I go for the new hero? Before I do the summons, I want to see something real quick. Nope. We'll come back to Holy Land contract in a second, but I want to see something here. So yesterday, I was testing this guy out because I wanted to see something. And we're going to do 1 minute, and then I'll tell you what my conclusion was, right? In terms of the damage. So nothing's changed. It's the same gears. Let's just see how his damage is looking now. We'll go through this and we'll challenge either way. I need to do the thing, so let's see. I just want to see how his damage is. Make sure we turn him on because I forgot to do that. And let's just see if his damage changed. So he's already at what? 3? Okay. Again, RNG plays a whole huge part in all of this. He grabs, he's slamming, and his damage should be based off of what now? HP. I'll put it up here because it said attack. And let's see if his damage changed a little bit. I'll tell you at the end what his range is in terms of damage. Okay, it's still looking the same. Yeah, it didn't look like they did much to him. So let's see here, and yeah, it looks the same, right? Right, yeah. So it's around in this situation, it's the same. But the thing with his fists is that when there's less targets, I think 2, and the damage is increased. Is it doubled? Yeah, it's doubled. I was gonna say increase. So I don't really see a big difference there. Okay. I think you might see it in Holy Land contract, but then we'll try that out in a second. So let's go back. I just wanted to look at that to see if they did anything to him, because that would have determined how I go about the summons, right? So again, let's try to get Uguay or Carabyne. Carabyne I can get. So we'll just go through this. We'll do the 200. Yeah. Give me a second. All right, so we get, yeah, that's one there. Okay, can we get another one of Carabyne and then we'll be done with him? And what is this? Oh, say, okay. What was that? 50? It looked like 50. If that was 60, that was quick. Wow, that was a quick 60. Wow. But at least we got Carabyne out of it, which is great. Maybe we can get another copy of that guy. Don't really care for him, but they'll still try to give him to me. See, man, I just wish they would just remove the elites. Like, come on now. Just remove them, right? What wishlist banner had like 6 heroes on it? I forgot which one it was. There was one of them that definitely had 60. 60, I said 60. No, not 60, but 6 heroes. I can't remember which wishlist banner that was. Another 60. Okay. So I need to do, what's that? 120, 80 more. Let me confirm that. Yeah, 80 more. And we went to pity twice. Oh, great. Thanks. Yeah, sure. Yeah. Here we go. Another 30 and no double. Okay. Man, this is tough. And let's see. Where are we at? Here. This is the other one. Ugh. Maybe I should switch over to Carabyne. Right? Another 60. Don't like that. And then we need what? 40? No, 20. So since we need 20, we'll just switch over to him and then just call it a day. See if we get lucky. So 1, 2. Do I just drop the other 20? Yeah. 10. I said 20. Yeah, sure. Because then he'll give me the elite. And of course. Yeah. Double with Uguay. I just call him Uguay. And no. Okay. Fine. Sure. What was that? I think that was 3, 1, 2, 3, 5 for 210. I wish the regular hero was like that, but again, it's not always like that. So it is what it is. I'm just here for the soul crystal, right? And I'm not, because I was, look at the mistake I almost made. Oh my goodness. Boy, look at that. Wow. Oh, that would have been brutal. I could just hear it in the comments. All right, we get some additional here. I think about 1, right? Yeah, an additional 3 quick. So where is he? I have to put him into my favorites now. And we'll go into here. Okay, 1 and another one. Okay, so I did decide to just bring him to 3, right? Because I don't know. I think the one thing that is, at least that sounds like it's interesting, right, is still in HP, right? It did go up by 800,000 HP. Is it 800? Yeah, 800,000 HP. So here it says when he teleports independently, then he gets to steal 20% max HP from enemies. So that's a interesting one there, right? I want to see. I should have did that before. I should have, just to see. So wait, we still have thing here, right? We still have endless battles. Let's go into endless battles and do a comparison. So we'll do tanks. We'll do him versus Bergman. I can't even do what's his name? Orton, because Orton doesn't have good gears. But that's not an excuse. Let's just see how he does in this situation. We'll just run him through here and see. He doesn't have his new ultimate. He has a shield around him, of course. There's a lot of targets, so I'm interested to see how he goes once he teleports. Let's turn this on. Nobody got their ultimates, and of course, the other question would be, of course, the new hero is doing more damage than anybody else. I literally just lost my train of thought there because I got distracted. Bergman's putting in work, and I love to see that. Our boy Bergman. And what is he doing? He is, okay, he's there. I think he already teleported, so he probably already stole the HP already. And Bergman's doing a lot of work. And he's actually second, right? But oh no, he's not. Not anymore. Where is he? But he would have to die for him to trigger the steal HP. But is that independently though? That's the other question. Because technically, maybe. So in this situation, the Berg is putting in all the work. Love to see that, right? And then he's down there with the other. That's why there's no Connor, there's no Panda, right? Because again, I know people like to say, oh, you're comparing Awakened 7 heroes with blah, 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 right? So in this situation, Bergman out DPS's him. Mind you, he doesn't have no tank per gears, so maybe. And the new hero out DPS's him. He's close to the new hero at Awakened 3. Right? Good. I think that was a great comparison, right? Right? Compare. Let's see. Bergman, not even competing with them. Then we have Orton, surprisingly. I would have actually taken his Awakening over this guy. Carabyne. He doesn't have any tempered gears, of course. But we could see. And of course, Bergman, out of all of these heroes that are actually, I think the new hero has some tempered gears too. So he should be doing stuff, but the damage is still poor. He's actually the one that did the worst in this situation, right? So that is that there. Not much we can do about that. You seen it, right? Do I want to invest anything into this guy? Not really, not really. I don't. Unless somebody tell me otherwise. So first thing we're going to do, we're going to go through this one. We'll turn on everything you got. And of course, you're going to try to stop summons, right? Do 50% less damage, blah, blah, blah. First of all, we'll just turn this on and take less damage, reduce crit damage. Everything to try to stop the summons, right? Everything to stop team annihilation. But guess what? I'm going to tell you right now. Let me set this up real quick. All right, let's just see here. And here we go. And they're gonna do some interesting damage here. We just gotta get served to get her shield off, and I just don't understand why she's standing directly in the green. Can you jump back a little bit? I don't like when she stands there now. Ever since I realized she actually killed herself at some point because I had on too much HP, so I was like, you know what? Let's just back up here, jump out of the range of fire. And it's interesting that if her circle here land on her, she don't see it as a space of, what do you call that, being in danger. So she just stands there. It's crazy to me. But look at Amon going crazy. Ikai's doing what he's supposed to. Seikai's doing what she's supposed to. And again, mind you, they already have all of this stuff going against us, right? They take less damage because, or the boss take less damage because there is more than 5 units, and also he's taking less crit damage. Like, all of this nonsense. It's to stop this team. You're not stopping it. Once you turn those things off, the damage is going to go through the roof. I just wanted to see what they would do here. 500 million points with no, unless they, okay, I thought they were gonna not register that, with none of the bonus heroes, right? We're gonna do a comparison. Okay, so here it is. Let's just run through it. I did give him some tempered gears. Actually, let's go back. So the 150 you would need to dispel invincibility. You don't necessarily need that right now, right? So we have here some opportunistic. This is Bergman's gears here. This is what he was running before. But the 150 is more for dispelling invincibility, and if you have him at, I completely missed it again. If you have him at Awaken, what is it, 5, you get to C, what is it, something C, whatever it's called. It's new, so I don't remember it. That's where you get the ability to knock hero enemies down based on his accuracy. I hate that accuracy nonsense, right? But here we go. Let's see how much better he's doing here with the tempered gears to see if it's even going to make a difference, right? He already teleported already because it's, what, 12 seconds? I wish he would just teleport every 12 seconds. Wouldn't that have made sense, right? Every 12 seconds he teleports. They should have enhanced that. It would have made more sense. And then here they start taking off away. Well, they are getting hit by Candace's gigantification. So it's gonna take him some time to catch up, and we'll see. The new hero, not really doing much here. He's not, because again, well, yeah, I think he has 2 passives, right? So when he casts the ultimate, who does the knockdown go to? I don't even think he's knocking down a boss, so that might be another issue there. Because I realized he cast his ultimate, and the boss didn't even get knocked down. So, okay, is it better? I don't think so. Even with the tempered gears. There we go. Can't knock the boss down there in that situation. Think we can make him a little bit bigger. He's at his maximum size. Not really seeing much here. At 3. I'm just being honest. What's going on for what I see? Maybe somebody's gonna tell me something different. Am I gonna bring this guy to Awakened 7? Who else is there? The new guy. I don't even know where he is. But not for no cheat debt. What? My chaos crystals for cheat debt? Hell no. What? So in this situation, he had tempered gears. See his damage. New guy ain't doing nothing here. I didn't even look at the points. What was the points? Yeah. Okay. Running Team Annihilation is better, obviously, than running in tanks. Granted, you know, the reason why that is because of that. Okay, so I'm not gonna put y'all through it. I'm gonna run it without it, and then come back and see the results. Okay, so I told you I'm not putting you guys through that. Our points went up, right? Does it really matter? Not necessarily. At this point, Team Annihilation is doing more than the recommended heroes, and not only that, if I turn off some of those contracts, then we're just gonna do even more damage. We'll probably be pushing 1 billion points, right? But that is that there. Of course, there's nothing new here. I'll just keep this going. I don't know, right? Like when it comes to, you know, maybe bringing him to 5, that's probably when you start seeing more of his damage, because he does get a new ultimate. Where is he? Here. Here's a new look. He does already. His look changed. Can I see it? Here. Let's scroll over. Yeah, he don't look no better. He don't. Can't even see his face. But anyways, that didn't make no difference. But the gears that are on him is why he is where he is. This is the gears that I would run. I'll probably switch this over from crit rate to vigorous, but again, I'm not running all that accuracy on him. If I decide to tamper this out, he'll be at 150 accuracy, which is needed to remove the invincibility, which they should have just added shield removal to it. He does have shield removal here. He does have shield removal, but it's stupid. All right. The spells the target's invincibility effect. Wouldn't that be, that's great. I love that part. And 50% of shield. What? Just remove shield. What do you mean 50%? You're removing the invincibility effect, but you're only removing 50% of the shield. What is that going to do? Can I just remove it? And you know what would have been nice? It would have been nice to put shield block. That's another effect he could have gotten. And then he would have been, you know, at least worth investing in. Yeah, shield removal already. I know I was saying it. But again, this is where I'm going to stop for right now. Unless I hear something otherwise, then I'll go a little bit further. As of right now, I am not going any further with this guy. Normally, I go to Awakened 7 with these awakenable heroes, but this guy is not showing me nothing. Actually, his HP went up a lot. Now that I'm thinking about it, because he went from 8.2 to 9.5. His HP could be crazy, huh? Just off of that awakening, huh? HP look good. Okay, but that is that there. If you made it this far in the video, the word of the day is summoners. They're still doing everything they are intended to do, and the other classes are so far behind. My goodness. Wow. Okay, but if you're new around here, make sure you hit the subscribe button for updates, guys, tier list walkthroughs, and of course, tier list video should be coming out this weekend. I hope. It is a long weekend, so I should be able to do it. I have 3 days to do it. If not Saturday, there's Sunday. If not Sunday, there's Monday, right? Should be able to do the tier list video this weekend, or I'll stretch it out. We'll figure it out. And I also have to do Awakened Carabyne video. For those that are rocking with me, let me know if you decided to even summon for this guy or you're just skipping in the comments. Without further ado, I want to thank you for watching. Till the next video, peace.